Okay, for this project, you need a good piece of paper. Photocopy paper or sketchbooks don't work. If you don't have other kinds of paper, pick the lesson where you're just going to color in the leaves and make some designs in them. For this one, I'm gonna take leaves. Now I don't have real leaves right now. They're still all on the trees, but we're gonna do this lesson when they're falling on the ground. You're gonna take your leaves, and you can also just draw some of these on your own. And you're going to put them down and you're gonna just trace them in pencil. And I wanna make it look like the leaves are falling all over my paper. So to do that, I'm gonna skip the stems. I could add the stems in down here if I wanted to. They're hard to trace. I'm gonna make it look, I don't want them right in a row. I want them, but I don't wanna have them overlapping. I wanna leave a little space between them. See how many different leaf styles you can get. Some big, some small, whatever you want. Now, I'm not gonna do the whole paper because that would make this video really long. I'm just gonna do 3 different kinds of leaves. You will want to fill your paper, have the leaves close, but not touching. Okay, that is 2. Put a little stem. This one, I will put right here, looking like the leaves are just falling all over the place. Then, in class, we talked about the veins on the leaves that kind of make the texture of the leaf. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick 1 marker per leaf. So I'm gonna do orange first. And here I'm going to just outline, and I wanna try to use the fat part. I want fat lines for this, for what we're going to do next. And the stem, it's okay if that gets filled all the way in with the marker. Then we wanna put some veins in there. So I'm gonna put the center vein. Then I'm gonna put some of the other veins coming out. And you can, if you have real leaves, which would be way better for this project, you will see the veins in there and you can look and use those as your example. I'm gonna do a red leaf. Remember, I'm using the flat parts. This one, a lot of times the veins go to the points. Okay, and I could add in some extra ones if I wanted to, but I don't have to. This one has a lot of veins in it. It's up to you how many you want to do. Just add a couple in there. Okay, now I can use any colors. I could do this one blue if I wanted to. Next, we're gonna take our water and just put a little bit on our brush, just plain old water. And what's gonna happen is when we touch the marker, it's gonna smear and make our very own watercolor. So I'm gonna do that. It does not take a lot of water. And I'm gonna keep the water inside the leaf. So this takes a little bit of time with your brush to do. I need just a teeny more water. I'm gonna wipe most of it off. And then when I get done with this, I want to let it dry. Now, sometimes your lines will completely disappear. And when it's dry, you can just go back in and add those lines in again. My goal is to not have any white showing. So I'm going to use the tip of my brush to get those small little areas in. Now, I will tell you, yellow doesn't show up very well when you do this. You can do yellow because leaves are yellow. But sometimes it just doesn't show up very well because it's such a light color. So have fun creating your own watercolors.